All right, okay. Welcome to another episode of the Millionaire Barber Mastermind, where we're teaching barbers, stylists, nail techs, beauty professionals how to move beyond the chair and open schools, become accredited, get government money. So what we're going to talk about tonight, we're going to talk about the business plan. And afterwards, we'll have some Q&A. So next week, let me see. Yeah, I got a special guest for y'all next week. Somebody that's going to talk about grants before you open the school, how to get grants. So that's going to be very good next week. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to share the screen with you all. And I need you all to let me know if y'all can see this, not that, not this, not that. So what we're going to do, I'm going to pull it up right here. I don't know if y'all can see this, so let me stop this. And I'm going to share the business plan. I know y'all can see this. Last week, I'll do a recap from last week. This is what we did last week. Last week, we went through the checklist. That's what we did last week. We went all the way through this checklist. If you was not here, the replay is in the back office of our bronze members and gold members. So y'all can go through this, but make sure you all do this checklist before you open your school because it's really going to help you. But that's what we did last week. So let's get down into the meat of the business plan. Okay, now, this is what we did right here. We put that in red, name of school. So when y'all see that, put your name right there, your school, okay? Where it's got an example for a startup hair school or salon business, that will be a nail school, barber school, cosmetology school, aesthetic school. That's what you would put there. That's simple. Scrolling on down. So you would have your school here. And if it's nails, just change it to nails. If it's aesthetics, change it to aesthetics. If you're an LLC, put that name right there. You may have Jovanda's Beauty School in red right here. And then right here, the legal name, Jovanda's Beauty School, LLC. Most of y'all, you want to do an LLC. Why? Because my accountant said so. I don't know the details and all of that. I'd have to ask her, but you all can reach out to her. Where you see this in red is very simple. Put your address right there. City, state, zip, phone number, email, website. It can't get any easier than this. I'm telling y'all, it cannot get any easier than this, than what we got right here. Scrolling on down. Where we at? Okay. Now, the business plan for a hair school, cosmetology school, aesthetics, whatever type of school you have, you're going to put that right here. It's that simple. Okay. You can leave this here, vision and all of that. So we'll keep going. Name of school right there. Vision, mission of your school. Name of the corporation, LLC. The name of the corporation is Jane Hilton School of Beauty, LLC. Whatever the theme is, it may not be urban or techno. You can take out watching MTV. You can put, we probably are baby boom and we who haven't been watching MTV or ESPN, you can say they're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, they're on YouTube. Name of the school. We put it in red. That's simple. Very simple. All right, we'll go down here. And right here where the school is located. Nashville, Tennessee, Dallas, Texas. It's located in Dallas, Texas. The population Scroll on down right here. You may not have 100 every 12 months, 100 students. You may have 5. You may have 10 every 12 months. It may be nail industry right here instead of hair industry. Can't get any easier than this. The name of your school is the only training center or one of 5 training centers in the state of wherever you located, in Texas, in Pennsylvania, in Tennessee. Can't get any easier than that. All right. Well, you see this in red? Common sense tells you to put your school name there and then change it back to black. Now, this is what I'm going to do. We'll keep going down. Will y'all see the name of school in red? I hope y'all understand that. That's where you're going to put your school name. All right, now, both name of the vice president, is that your husband, mama, sister? Put their name right there. So it would be John Doe, the vice president of Sally Sue School, and Mary, who is the president, have both strong backgrounds in business and retail management and in the school business, in the salon business. We'll scroll on down. Everywhere where you see red, you still want to read this business plan from front to back. Being a native of, if you're a native of the state, Texas or whatever, you receive your barber styling. Well, what if you didn't receive barber styling? What if it was cosmetology? What if it was nail? You would put that right there. If you didn't receive your instructor's license, then you're going to take that off. If you did receive it, the year the school obtained their license. Keep going down. Now, name of the school here. This right here, financing. You may not need 400,000. I opened my school with 20-something thousand. If you're trying to get some money from the bank, you may want to put, a high number up there, but it doesn't take no 400,000 to open the school. Doesn't. Pay your first and last month's rent. You may open the school in the hood. It may not need a build out. You may have a school where a school shut down or a salon shut down. A lot of stuff is shutting down right now. This is the perfect time. Right now is the perfect time to go rent you a building because you can get a good deal. And you probably can find a former barbershop, salon, or school and go right in there. So now, this 10%, if this is 100,000, that would be 10,000 right here. And I know what I'm going to do. I could go in here like this. And I could color those. Because I know some of y'all probably so let me go ahead and put that back in there. I was going to change this color for y'all. Let me see. Well, I'll keep going. Well, let me see. Maybe I'll change it. So y'all know that there's not 400,000. One of my assistants did this, the colors. I'm not going to do this. I don't want to mess it up. So let me get out of here and then go back. Make this black, and then we're going to keep going. Well, I'll let her go back and change that. We're going to keep going. There it is. All right. We'll scroll on down. Legal name of school, if it's LLC. Right here, was founded in whatever year, 2021, 2020, 2022. It's that simple. Can't get any easier than this. If you have a cosmetology school, instead of that saying barber, change it to Cosmo. If you have a nail school or aesthetic school, just swap that out. This business plan is interchangeable for everything, okay? You can change it out. If you got 25 years experience, put that right there. All right? If you got 30 years, change it out. Simple as that. However many years you have. I really want to change that. I really want to change this. But I'm not going to even do that again. There it is. So you know to change that number. I could go, I'll get my assistant to change some of these. When y'all go through this, if y'all see something else that needs to be in red, shoot me an email or whatever. Because somebody said the school needs to be in red, so you all know to change that. That's why we did that. Okay. We'll go on down. Corporate directors will also be employees of the corporation. You already know, don't leave Tim's name right there. Whoever will be the head of the clinic floor department, put their name there. But I know some of y'all might leave that as Tim, so let me go ahead and change that. I don't know why this keeps blinking like that. There we go. So now that lets y'all know to change that name. William, you know to change that name too. I'm not going to be doing all this. This is going to be my last one. All right, go on down. Barber styling. Barber stylist right here. You know to change this name to aesthetics, cosmetology, or nails. Hopefully everybody understands that. Let me see if y'all do. All right, y'all, this is going to be in the back office. The system I'm using right here, this is a PDF, Adobe Acrobat, but I'm giving this to y'all in a PDF file and a Microsoft Word. All of y'all got Microsoft Word, so y'all will be able to easily go in and copy, cut, and paste. I got it in two formats for y'all, Microsoft Word and PDF. Everybody on here can change this using Microsoft Word. So y'all not going to have no problems doing that. I already know that. Okay? So y'all don't have to worry about that because it's going to be in the Microsoft Word and you all will easily be able to change it. And all right, so we'll keep going. Y'all understand all of that. Goals and objectives for your school. Goals and objectives for such and such cosmetology or barber. I don't have to do that. Y'all understand that. Y'all can keep these 10 commitments of excellence. Keep that. Y'all keep that. Y'all don't have to change that. If you want to, you can, but it's for you all to copy, cut, and paste. I'm telling y'all, people have got loans with this. The SBA wanted to keep this business plan. This business plan was drafted by 2 attorneys. Ms. Velma had 2 attorneys, so this is a very good business plan. All right. Legal form of business is an LLC or a corporation. It was submitted to the state. When? If it was today, February the 10th, 2021. The business is located in, hopefully you know to put your city and state. Everywhere where it's red, you're gonna take that out and do and put in exactly what it says. All right. Now, put the name of the president, name of the vice president, whoever that's gonna be. Outside management team consists of, put your accountant's name. If you got a lawyer, put their name. If you don't have one, just delete that part if you don't have one. Put Put the month and date the advisory board is established. Your advisory board. This is all you got to do. Get a sheet of paper. Have advisory board on the top. Type advisory board. Put your name, the business name of the school or the salon or whatever, your position, owner, instructor, licensed stylist. Put the address, the phone number, okay, and your email. Then go find another person, primarily a beauty professional, another barber, stylist, nail tech, salon owner, whatever, their name, business name up under their name, the address of their business, and then phone number, and then email, and website too if you have that. You want to have at least probably about 4 or 5 people on the advisory board. Those are just people that give you information, share information. Heck, if you need to put my name on there, put it on there as an advisory board member, and then I can give y'all the address. That just makes you look good. If they ask for the advisory board, have that out, print that, have that as an attachment. That's what that is. So they can see people that are on your advisory board that are in this profession. Scrolling on down, staffing, name of the school. We need to put the name right here. I don't know why I can't highlight that. So your school name will be right here too. Let's see, edit. We're going down. Okay, the executive officers, put the school name. Going down, responsibilities. Yeah, because a lot of y'all wanted to know about the advisory board. And that's something when you go through NACA's, the accreditation, you're going to have an advisory board. I'm going to repeat that. Put your name at the top. Under that, put whether you're a licensed barber, stylist, school owner, nail tech, put the name of your business, where they work, what salon, put the address, phone number, email. You want to have about 4 people, at least 4 or 5. That's good enough. It already has responsibilities. It even got my name right here. But that tells you, put your name or somebody else's. So I can put that right there. See how I changed that? So that'll let you all know to change that to your name. Scrolling on down. All this is self-explanatory. Go on down. And I'm going to give y'all I'll probably give y'all 2 business plans. But y'all going to have this Word document and PDF. Theory instructor. What is a theory instructor? We already know that. That's the person that teaches in the classroom. Some of y'all might have to do theory and practical. And that's fine if you're doing theory and practical. You may have to wear a lot of hats starting your school. Responsibilities. Be able to teach theory in the classroom and determine at what point a student should work on the, there should be clinic on the client floor, clinic floor. That's probably one of my assistants probably messed that up. All right. Record student grades and submit to the school director. I mean, this business plan is very detailed. Somebody looking at this, they're going to think y'all a genius. They're going to think you're really smart. Education and experience. Put your experience, whether you was in the cosmetology field right here, or barbering, whatever field you was in, put that right there. If y'all just read this, you'll know pretty much exactly what to do. And if you have any issues or whatever, reach out to the team. Gold members, that's what we here for. Reach out. Salary. How you all gonna pay them? And y'all can put in here how you gonna pay them, whether you're gonna pay them weekly. You don't have to have this so technical the way this is. Role of the receptionist. Education requirements of the receptionist. Our responsibilities: greet all clients and customers within the first 10 seconds. That's right, within the first 10 seconds, really within the first 5 seconds. As soon as they come to the door, when you go to Moe's, as soon as you walk in there, welcome to Moe's, as soon as somebody hit the door, you all should greet them. And don't be talking on your phone. If a customer's in here, that customer's in front of you. You tell the people on the phone, hold, wait 1 second. And then it's nothing worse than somebody coming in your business and somebody's on the phone and you're ignoring them. No. Tell the people on the phone, they can't see you. Tell them to hold 1 second, please. Welcome to such and such beauty institute. How may I help you? And smile. And don't put no ugly person at the front desk. Keep going. Floor instructor. We have, let's see, right here, of course, this would be school name. So let me put that right there. Parentheses, school name. Some people, y'all may not even know that. I know the women do. Y'all already know this, but a lot of the guys, they wouldn't know to put school name right there. This right here, you may not be a barber styling school. You may be a Cosmo school. So let me highlight that just so y'all will know. The instructor, it talks about what the instructor would do. We scrolling on down. Really on here, I do know the financials at the end. We're really gonna have to talk about that. In the field, how many years experience y'all got? I don't know how many years of experience. So let me highlight that. And really y'all can look at this PDF and work your Word document by looking at this. So this ought to be real easy for you all. It ain't never got easy as this right here. All right. Right here. You know, don't leave Florida right here. Put in your state. Your state. Does that make sense? To put your state right there. Let me put it in red. You ought to have this down packed. Whatever the name of your school is, you should know to put that right there. You should know here, type of school. Let me put that right there. I know some of y'all, all right, we got that. Look, this right here, you should know your state. Then I'm gonna keep going because I'll be all night with y'all. And then we're gonna do some Q&A. So what we're gonna do on this one, this is the PDF. Y'all gonna work your Word document. All right. And this is a PDF, a little guide for y'all to go by. Let's keep going. Y'all can put whatever services y'all got. Haircuts, color, what is that? I just put Yeah, haircuts, color, whatever. Y'all can fill this out. Haircuts, color. I don't know why she put hand, so I can put this right there. Whatever kind of services y'all gonna do. Where we at? Oh, I meant to put edit. Let's see. I lost where I was. Haircuts, color. Where we at? 3 years, nope. Calculate. Legal name. Hold on. File. Undo, delete. Oh, okay. I knew I did something. All right, so I'm gonna scroll on down. I thought I had deleted something. Okay. I want to make sure we're back in the right place. Your state. Hold on. I want to backtrack. Oh, okay. There we go. 3 years. So we're going down your state. This right here, XXX, is a product well known in the state. You could put Mazzani, design, whatever. It's well known in Florida, Mississippi. Your school name will be right here. Does that make sense? So we're going down. Market analysis. Y'all can Google Department of Labor on the statistics, and it'll give you all stuff in you all's area. You can Google it because that's going to be different in different states. Let's see. We'll keep going. And these products right here. That is, you can leave that there if you want. Today's stress relieving treatments replaced, and y'all can put what year it is, 2021. So we're going down. Primary target. Are you targeting people between the ages of 18 to 35, 18 to 55, 18 to 45? So you all can change that. Competition. Now, this is what we need to look at this. Some of y'all don't have any competition because you're the only school there, or you'll be the first one there. Some of y'all know that there are other schools. Google schools in your area. Okay? Google the schools in your area. State where your school is located. And then on those 3 schools or the schools in your area, find out what they don't do. Do they not have a night class? Do they not offer financial aid? Do they not target like a ratio of 5 students to 1 instructor, 10 students? Is it a big school where there's just a number? Find out. Do they just do straight hair? Do they just do curly, wavy, kinky hair? Find out what they're not doing. How do you do that? Research, inspect, Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. If you want your business to thrive, you can't hide. If you want to thrive in 2021, you can't keep stuff a secret. What if you're a secret? If you're a secret, nobody can find you. What if I kept it a secret about the school blueprint? People have to, look, you're going to have to reveal. So if you have a school, they'll be able to see what you're doing. The risks. What are some of the risks? Well, if you're the school owner and you are the instructor too, if you die, then that's the risk. Then if you got investors, and they saying, well, what are my risks? Well, your risks, well, I could die. And then I can't be replaced because I'm the best. So that would be the answer for that. Marketing plans. Your marketing plans. You're going to be doing Facebook ads, Instagram ads, social media. That's going to be a lot of your marketing. We used to have business cards, postcards. You still have business cards, but back in the day, we had business cards, postcards, local radio, local TV. But now we're going to be doing a lot of Facebook and Instagram, YouTube. So we're going down. We got probably like 23 minutes left. This is what I wanted to get right here. This is what I really wanted to share with y'all. This right here. This right here. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you. All right. The financials. Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Right here. You see these financials. Profit and loss projections. Now, what we did, tuition. How do you figure out what your tuition is going to be? Get on the phone and call. Call the different schools and play like you're a student that you want to join. The accredited schools are going to be a lot more, a little bit more expensive because they're getting financial aid. You really want to know the prices of the schools that's not accredited. If one school is $6,000, another one is $7,000, the accredited school is $20,000, we're not worried about them. You may want to be within the $6,000 and $7,000 range. You may want to go $5,500 and do a payment plan. Whatever your tuition is going to be, put it right here, right there. Students, you may not base this on 100 students. You may base it on 25 or 10. Put that number right there. And if your tuition is $6,000, so there'd be 10 students at $6,000. That's $60,000 that will be right here. Your clinic floor, you may not say you're gonna make $2,000 a week. You may say you're gonna make $1,000 or $1,500. But whatever it is, put that number right here. All right? Put it right there and multiply it by about 50 weeks because you'll be closed for probably Christmas, Thanksgiving. So that's about 2 weeks maybe. And it's 52 weeks. So you'll multiply that by 50 because they may ask you, how did you come up with that number? How did you come up with this gross tuition? Well, we're going to have about 50 students and my tuition is going to be $5,000. 50 times 5,000 is 25. So that's 250,000. That's how you came up with that number. Next, retail. How do you come up with this gross retail? Well, products, kits, vending machine, all of that. Get your snacks from Sam's or Costco. So that 125,000, how we came up with that was we did 125,000 for the year divided by 50 weeks. That's $2,500 a week. Yours may be 25,000 a year, but that's how we came up with this number. And then you're gonna add these up, and that's gonna be your gross revenue, the total amount. Everybody's number is gonna be different. Everybody's number is gonna be different. Do y'all understand how we did this? Let me know. Let me look over here. I want to make sure. All right. Everybody said yes, they understand that. All right. Now, let's get down to the operating expenses. This is based on 12 months. Now, there are 240,000 employees. When I opened my school, I was the janitor, the toilet bowl cleaner, the street sweeper, theory instructor, front desk operator, clinic floor instructor. I was everything. So I didn't have that. Okay, so I didn't have that, and I'm gonna answer all the questions going toward at the end. So your employees, just say that your employees, it comes to $1,000 a week. Well, we'll multiply that by about 50 weeks, $50,000. Your biggest expense is going to be your employee expense. So you want to keep that number down because you may not have a lot of students the first year. My mentor told me, Chin, get your instructor's license if you can, and you be the instructor because you may not have a lot of students. And a lot of them are paying out of pocket. If you're not going to get them, find an instructor. All right. Find you an instructor. See if you can get you an instructor, put their name on the application so they can be teaching at your school, then enroll yourself in your own school and get your own hours. That's one way. Another way is to go get your instructor's license, you know, and then open up the school, because your biggest expense is going to be employees. But you can cut that. You can cut that. I'm telling you, you can cut it. Next one, we're going down rent. Well, how much is my rent going to be? I don't know how much your rent's going to be. Everybody's rent is different, but multiply by 12 months. If your rent is $2,000 a month, 2,000 times 12 months. This one right here, we did it on 4,000 a month. 4,000 a month times 12 months, 48,000. Does that make sense? It doesn't get any simpler than that. Supplies. Look, we don't know how much your supply is going to be. We don't know. I put these numbers in here. These are not real numbers, so don't let these numbers scare you. Marketing. Hey, you may just have postcards. You may post on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube for your market. You may do $5 a day for ads. Lights. I don't know how much your light bill is. If your light bill is $400 a month, you're going to go 400 times 12 months, $4,800. That's how you figure that up. It does not get any, it doesn't get any easier than what we're going over, y'all. Okay. Now, if you're the only instructor, hopefully you can pay yourself. I didn't pay myself because I was doing all of my clients in the school. I brought all my clients from the shop. How do you transition from the shop to the school? Bring all your clients and charge them full price. That's how you transition, and have a student standing beside the chair, stay bored, creep in on you. What are you doing? I'm doing a demonstration of look and learn for this student right here. That's how you do that. Now, I didn't put myself on payroll first year. I did not. If you have enough money to do that, but I didn't need to put myself on payroll because I was doing my clients. Now, after you get accredited, you know, then you can fire your customers and put yourself on payroll. But you may be able to put yourself on payroll the first year. Everybody's different. There is no one shoe fits all. That's why I'm going over this with you all. Your power bill. Call the local utility company in your city, give them the address, tell them to give you an estimate of the past 12 months for the light bill at this location. That'll give you a ballpark figure. You may want to do that before you even rent the building. Accountant. Your accountant may charge you $200 a month, $100 a month. Now, this right here are just numbers Financial aid servicer, you're not going to have a financial aid servicer right now because you're not accredited. Accreditation, you're not going to have this right here because you're not accredited right now. When you get ready to get accredited, the application is going to be about $1,500. I'm giving you estimates. All of y'all in the bronze and gold, you already see the numbers. The workshop is about about $525 early bird, $725 for the late people if you register late. If you register after the early bird. The phone, I don't know how much your phone bill. If your phone bill is $200 a month times 12 months, $2,400. Copy machine. You may not have a copy machine. You can start off with a little printer slash copy machine slash scanner. You can get one of them for $100 or whatever. Now, when you get your accreditation and you start booming, you can lease you one of them big Kinko's FedEx printers. I had one of them when I got accredited. And that was about $200. It was like $200 something a month to lease that big old commercial printer. Janitor. You don't need a janitor right now. You need to be the janitor. Heck, I was the janitor, the toilet bowl cleaner. You need to be the janitor. You don't need to be hiring no janitor right now. You need to be the janitor, and the students are the janitors. Sanitation. Have your students cleaning up. All of mine cleaned up. And be a leader. Lead by example. When they saw me get on my knees and get stuff up, when they saw me cleaning the toilets, you know what they did? A lot of them didn't have a problem cleaning the toilets. And get them in the classroom. We're doing sanitation. I'm doing the bathrooms. I'm cleaning the toilets. Yeah, be a great leader. You don't point at you clean the toilets. No, I'm cleaning the toilets, y'all. I got bathrooms. When I was doing it every day, you know what people started saying? Oh, I got bathrooms. Oh, I got this one. So be a leader. A great leader leads by example. So you don't need a janitor. Gas bills. Some of y'all may not have gas in your building. Postage. You may not be sending out a lot of stuff. Paychecks company. There was a payroll company that we had. You probably don't need that right now. Water company. Insurance. Yeah, you're going to need insurance on the building. The waste service. We had a big commercial trash can that we had to share with the people in the complex. So we had to pay our part. Credit card machine. Internet service. Alarm. Everybody's bills are going to be different. Put your bills down. This right here are just examples. Give yourself estimates. So you can put the total bills right here. The total bills, once you get your total expenses, common sense, look, take this number right here and subtract it from that number right there. And it's going to give you the bottom line. Now, if you get a loan from the bank, they're going to work this out, the amortization schedule. They'll do all that, how many payments to pay them back. So startup costs. Everybody's startup cost is different. I started in the hood. Paid the first and last month's rent. $1,100 the first month, $1,100 the last month. He gave me the keys. Gave me 6 months free rent. That's what he did. I went to Home Depot, Lowe's. I had some crackhead old friends and drunks. I would take them every day. Pay them by the day. If I paid them by the week, I wouldn't see them after the first day. So I got the school open. We put newspaper up on the windows. I didn't go to codes. I'm not telling you to do that or not to do that, but I didn't. And equipment, buy right, Richard in Atlanta, he'll finance them. Or go on eBay, go on Craigslist, go on Facebook Marketplace and look for equipment. Same for classroom, same for office equipment. Go on Facebook, go to Goodwill. I went to Goodwill and got a lot of desks. and my chair for my office. You'd be surprised what Goodwill will have. Go to all the Goodwills. I recommend y'all go to the Goodwills in a rich area. Yeah, I went to the Goodwills in the rich area. I went to the hood too, but I went to the rich areas too. If you go to the Goodwills in the rich area, I'm telling you, you'll find you some good stuff. You will find you some good stuff. You'd be surprised. My sister got a real Gucci purse one time at a Goodwill store out in Brentwood, the rich neighborhood. I'm telling you, my sister go for them deals. It's like a hobby for her. So y'all, I still go in Goodwill sometimes and get stuff. Ain't no shame in my game. When I got out of federal prison, I stayed in Goodwill. Okay, let's see. Make sure y'all get a handyman, a maintenance man to come and check out the plumbing, the electrical, structural needs. They need to look around in that place. Make sure that air conditioning unit is right. Make sure that, because if the air conditioning unit ain't right, what if it goes out? In your lease, first you need to check to make sure the air conditioning under warranty. If it's not in the lease, you need to have the landlord fixing it. This business plan is important. One of the dudes didn't get the business plan. He was talking about it. I said, look, if you don't join the program, I don't care. But dude, you at least need the business plan. Oh man, I got it. I don't need that program. You at least need the business plan. Okay. He calls me back. Several months. He done leased the building, signed it. Air conditioning unit went out in midsummer. It's hot as hell up in his school. He calls me. I'll never forget. Man, my air conditioning unit went out and the landlord said I got to fix it. Yep, buddy, you didn't get the business plan. I told you so. Had you listened to me and got that business plan, you would have known it was out of warranty, and you would have put in there that before you signed that lease, you need to fix the air conditioner because it's out of warranty. If it's still in warranty, you're responsible for it, but it ain't going to go out. He had to replace a whole commercial unit, and the unit was on top of the building. He spent about $6,000. He could have saved that. Education is expensive, but ignorance is more expensive. So even if y'all don't join the bronze or gold, doesn't matter to me. At least have enough sense to get the business plan. That at least get you in the door. Now, you're going to get knocked on the head and ate up by the wolves and alligators when it's time for accreditation and the government money if you don't get in the bronze or gold. I'm telling you that right now. You will get ate up. You will get denied and you will get delayed. I can promise and assure you that. So we're going to keep going. So make sure you got a good building maintenance man or woman. The sign. See what kind of sign they need. Some of these commercial buildings, y'all. One of my schools I had, hell, that sign cost me about $7,000, $8,000. It had to have a special sign. At this is when you get in the rich areas and you're in the plaza or whatever, and they got to have them big, nice signs. They can get expensive. But if you start like in the hood, hell, I had a banner up for a while, and then I finally got a straight sign. Phone expenses, the license, region state board rules and regulations. That's the first thing you need to do. First thing, read your state board rules and regulations. If you don't have them, Google them. If you still can't find it, DM me and I have one of my assistants to send it to you. Before you do anything, you need to read the rules and regulations. Because after you read them, you may find out, hey, I don't want to open a school. I want to work behind the chair for the rest of my life because these rules and regulations is too much. No, you don't want to have physical slavery for mental laziness. Mental laziness will cause you to have physical slavery. And you don't even have to be mental. If you're mentally lazy, that's what we got the GOLD program for. We're going to walk with you. We're going to help you. You reach out to me, we getting back with you. I'm getting back with you. Next thing. Oh yeah, the bonds. Some bonds, they may say you need a $15,000 bond. Nope. That's like insurance. You don't need 15,000 cash. Now up in up north, it may be Connecticut. Somewhere up there, that bond is about 30,000, and that's 30,000 cash they got to put in an account. But other places, all the other places, that's just a little insurance bond. If they say 15,000, it's like $200 or whatever. Okay, printing. Let me share this with you all. The printing. I'm gonna share this printing with y'all. They got some of the most economical printing. So I'm gonna share the screen so y'all can see it. Hold on, my buddy Jane Hilton raised her hand. What do you need, Miss Jane? Let's see. Did you raise your hand? All right, here we go. Jack Prints. They got some of the most economical printing. You can get 5,000 business cards, front and back, color. Here it is right here. Products, business cards. Let's see. View all business cards. You can get 5,000 of them for like about $100, y'all, $125. Real cheap. And it's front and back color. Postcards, you can get a 5,000 of those for like $225, maybe $200. So Jack Prince is a real good source. I'm sure there are other sources out there too, but I just wanted to share that with you all. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back. I didn't mean to put Miss Hilton. All right, so we're gonna share back, and no, that's not that. Cancel. Put that back down. Nope. I had it up on the screen. There we go. All right. We about finished, y'all. Okay, so now retail inventory. We all know what the inventory is, whether it's clippers, products, 6 months rent and savings. I'm not going to tell you to have that. I'm not going to tell you to not. When I opened my school, I didn't have no money. I didn't have any money. Okay. Oh, okay, no. I did not have any money saved. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all to do that, but when I opened my school, I was broke. The only person I could depend on was God. He was going to have to make the way out of no way. A loan, cash on hand. Now, how will the money be paid back? A lot of people want to know, well, how are you going to pay me back? This right here, this will show them how you're going to pay it back. Now, this is based off of 50 students. And you all can put the number in. Everything is broken down here. We've already gone through this. And you all can use this one as a guide, and then you can work the Word document. This is based on 25 students. All right. So this will be in your back office. I'm gonna upload this new one. So we went through the business plan. So now this is based on 100 students. And y'all can base it on 15, 10 students or whatever. This is just a guide for you all to understand. All right, so I've gone through that. Let's see. Do we have any questions? Everything tonight was pretty self-explanatory. So let's see.
That was an error. I didn't have a question.
Okay, Miss Jane. Let's see. We got some questions, so I'm gonna